Oh, no, he just finds God isn't like self-discovery.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's it's kind of like, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou type, or Raising Arizona type, Coen Brothers type comedy.
All right, I'm digging. Yeah. I'll give my $5.
Oh,
Do you accept larger increments than $5?
Just $5, that's it. That's all. We're going to try to do the first Kickstarter ever. We need about $500,000, all in $5 increments. So 100,000 people.
Okay, so I guess we're kind of we have informally started your Kickstarter campaign here.
Yeah.
There's only 250,000 people in Santa Clarita within city limits, according to the last census.
Right. So then, if we get just not even half of them, well, there we go.
And they all get assistant producer credit, right?
Assistant producer.
So at the end of that movie,
I don't know.
At the end of that movie,
100,000 names.
There will be 150,000 assistant producers, all in size 10 font. And if you sit in that movie theater for 15 minutes, you might be able to catch a glimpse of yourself,
see yourself, yeah. I love Santa Clarita. We're hopefully going to possibly shoot a little bit of it here. We're going to shoot some of it in the Dominican Republic, kind of as Africa. Africa as a continent is a little bit more dangerous to travel to than the Dominican Republic. There are fewer Dominicans, too, in Africa. So we're going to go with the Dominican Republic.
All right, okay. And then you just, I got to admit, you intrigue me.
Oh.
Because you are one of the few people I know that successfully has his hand in 3 different cookie jars without dropping the ball on any of them. See, a big criticism of me from my friends, I will self-deprecate here. Actually, but no, okay, you're smiling. Thanks. In the studio here, Kirby Hayborn's smiling right at me, thinking, "Oh, this is going to be rich." You know, can I jump in on this list? No, one of the big criticisms of me is, I'm sure many people in our modern society identify with this. We spread ourselves too thin.
Yeah.
You know, we're chewing more. What did your parents used to tell you when you were at a cafe?
Bite off more than you can chew.
You're biting off more than you can chew, and our eyes are bigger than our stomachs are.
Right.
So oftentimes criticism, especially from my wife. P.S. I love you if you're listening, Brittany.
I'm sure she is.
Yeah.
As is my wife. Right now.
As is yours. All right.
She's at a lunch thing, and I said, just turn it on. Oh, there are going to be a bunch of ladies. We're eating lunch. Right, perfect. Sit around.
sit around,
Listen
get
to your
around.
husband.
You know, wives used to be proud of their husbands on radio. You know? Anyway, a big criticism of me, both for myself and from my dearest loved ones, is, Cardon, you spread yourself so thin. You're in so many things. You are a performer live. Mm-hmm. You got your consistent show for years now at the Repertory East Playhouse doing improv with some wonderful performers like, Will Rubio's in there, Lincoln Hop is in there. You're also doing national commercials. Mm-hmm. I've turned on the TV and haven't been able to escape you for the past 2 years.
That's me.
And
let me show you my Speedo.
Yeah. Yeah. I simultaneously cry and laugh at the same time. Mm-hmm. And then you also do ebooks.
Yeah.
I mean, people... You got a whole booth set up in your house, right?
I have a little studio in my house. I record audiobooks, and it's a lot of fun. I've done about 350 audiobooks now over the past 10 years, and I constantly do that. Lots of fun. You get to do all the characters. It's a very egotistical way to have an outlet for your artistic ego. You get to do all the characters. It's just you in front of a mic, and I love it. It's awesome.
Okay, so if we want to do, what's the coolest... I shouldn't say cool again. My image consultant's going to string me up. What's the best, awesomest ebook you've done recently?
Oh, man. Recently, I did a book called The Island of Dr. Libris, which is this boy reads books, the classics like Robin Hood and the Three Musketeers, and these books come to life. The characters pop out, so I got to be everybody.
Oh, well, thanks for stopping by, Kirby. We're going to check all of this out. Where can we find you?
KirbyHayborn.com.
KirbyHayborn.com. Stay right here. This is the Cardon Ellis Show. Yay. Welcome back to the Cardon Ellis Show. We are live in the studio with Sitara Khatibi. We're welcoming her back. Hello, Sitara.
Hola.
Hola. ¿Cómo le va? All right, so happy Earth Day, everyone.
Happy Earth Day!
Yes.
I'm going to have to go home and rent Cowspiracy. It's only $1 today. Find out that each cheeseburger you eat weighs 666 gallons of water, people. Showering in 5 minutes isn't going to help. Cut the meat out.
All right.
I'm gonna get my
Wow, we got a whole lot more than we bargained for.
Sorry.
We got a whole lot more than we bargained for on that salutation.
You'll always get more than you bargained for with me.
Okay, I do have a question for you, though,
Yeah.
and feel free to admit ignorance if you, too, maintain my ignorance on this topic. But what is the history of Earth Day? Where did that come from? Oh, if there's a history major out there that can call in, I will patch you in.
There is something
if
every
you
day.
can call in right now and tell us
that would
where
be
on
awesome.
Earth Day comes from, and if you actually know what you're talking about, I will speak with you. So, anyway, happy Earth Day. I generally, on Arbor Day, we plant trees, and in my mom's school, we
Really?
also plant a tree on Earth Day to celebrate the Earth, because I know it's some 40 to 60% of the Earth's forest from ancient times is now gone.
I mean, not to take this conversation into a dark alley, but
we're
now
dying.
when you die, you have the option of getting put into this pod that they plant into the ground, and then you pick the tree that you will become.
No way, you can live forever?
You can live forever.
Okay, what tree would you be?
I would be a sakura tree. No, I don't know.
Well, something that blossoms.
A willow tree.
Oh, you were a beauty queen. You have to be
God,
like a
no,
lovely...
No. A willow tree.
A
'Cause
willow
you know that,
tree.
You know that scene in Pocahontas where she's talking to Mother Nature? It's like, listen to your heart, you will I want to be that. Yeah.
All right.
That would be awesome.
Do other trees sing? No, you could
They
be
do.
like that singing bush
Just
in the Three
listen.
Amigos. You could be like the singing bush in the Three Amigos. Okay, I think I'd be a heritage oak.
Wow. Yeah,
I
you
would be-
you would be a pine tree.
No, I would be a heritage oak. And
All
you want
right.
to know why?
Why?
Either that or else a sequoia.
I just said I said a sakura.
Yeah, a sakura. Because I would want people to stare at me for 600 to 800 years thinking that is the recycled pod juice or ashes or whatever remains
Or maybe
like
they
that
wouldn't
is
know.
Cardon Ellis
They
there.
wouldn't know. That's the point.
It's okay, cool.
Or they
So,
would.
happy Earth Day. If
Happy
you're
Earth
if you're planning, apparently there's these pods out here. I'll see if I can't find existence of these pods and put them on our
You
on
can
our
order
Facebook
them
page.
online.
But a lot's happened since we had you in the studio last.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, our listening audience, I'm a little bit of a problem solver here, and I use all the resources that I have at my disposal. A good friend of mine has moved to Santa Clarita.
Uh-huh.
And she's a lovely young woman,
What's
and she's
there
in that
to
whole.
do out here?
Yeah, you know, she
Oh
kind of.
my gosh.
Well, she didn't say it like that, but
I
she
know,
definitely
I
said.
know.
She said, "You got to give me some tips. Like, what do I do?"
Okay.
And so
There's so much.
I know there is so much, and I blanked a little bit.
Yeah.
I did right when she
As
asked
you
me.
usually do, yeah.
I blanked a little bit, and I rattled off something silly about Magic Mountain, which is fun, but that's an obvious one. I think she was asking me for
no,
me, but something
people
besides.
that live here forget that it's there.
Oh, and it is so
We
fun
go
too.
and drive to Disneyland.
I know,
and we've
it's-
got Magic Mountain.
And you know
right
the
here.
trick with Magic Mountain?
What?
I mean, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, but I would get the season pass, and we would go the days before the schools started, like from
Nobody's
6
there.
to 8 p.m. No one is there. Like they would literally let
Now
us
everyone's
stay.
gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
there.
and no one would be there, and we would cruise around those things hundreds of times. I would get more done in those 2 hours than I think I did in all the rest of my Magic Mountaining.
So you said, let me call Satara. She probably knows.
So I said, let me call Satara.
I've lived here forever.
She's lovely. She gets
I've been
picked
in a
up on.
relationship for almost 12 years. She has to be dating and going out.
Yeah, but you get picked up on all the
places
time and get offered on all kinds
Oh,
of cool
gosh.
dates, and your
Well,
boyfriend is super
here's
creative.
the thing. You have to know, are you a nature person? Do you like shows? Number one, we have the Performing Arts Center here in Santa Clarita, and there are always high-quality professional shows with big names. I mean, we've had Leon Rimes, we've had Susan Egan, we've had a lot of big comedians right here in our hometown. And on top of that, the college puts on some pretty cool plays. And you just had Kirby here, who does stuff at the Rep. So there's so much. Canyon Theater Guild, if you like theater, if you like live action, every Thursday on Main Street, they have like basically a party, like a block party. So if you're looking more towards community stuff, there it is. If you want to experience nature, oh my God, we have the most amazing hike trails here in Santa Clarita that nobody knows about. There's some here really close by Placerita Canyon. There's Towsley Canyon. If you want to go on a hike, you want to be romantic, take a sack lunch, you know, and spread it out and eat it up in the wilderness. It feels like you're not even in Santa Clarita. You feel like you're out in, you know, the wilderness.
Okay, so then.
But if you're more of the bar type guy,
Uh-huh.
we have the Buddha Lounge, we have the VU. There's secret places around here. You just gotta know.
So you just got to know what you're doing.
You gotta
okay.
know the place.
Then you're gonna come back. We're gonna briefly break here for a second. You're gonna come back, and you're gonna. Why don't we say we don't have time for top 10, but maybe top 5 for 2 different personality types. Is that a good?
Personality type.
Is that a good?
Okay, we'll
the
think
hippie
about that.
holistic kind
Okay,
of girl.
hippie
All
holistic,
right.
is that what
I've
I
got
am?
lots of those in my life. Okay.
Okay.
And then the kind of girl that doesn't even like touching the sand at the beach.
Okay,
Very urban.
let's do it.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right.
Don't touch that dial. Stay right here. This is AM 1220 KHTS, the Cardon Ellis Show.